But hey, what's up, y'all? Samari here, making another YouTube video for you guys out there that, I don't know who may want to listen to this, but, this is something that I want to talk about for 2025, right? And this is why it's important that we, me and you, need to create more content, and actually not even create more content, but document the process, right? I've been going through this thing my whole life, figuring out to myself, man, how can I get more sales? How can I get this? How can I get that? How can I reach more people? And the goal is to document my process. And I want to make this video because, as of today, I just had a conversation with, a buddy of mine. We were at a photo shoot. A buddy of mine's photo shoots for his brand. And, one of the guys there was an artist. And, he was talking about having to work, having a job, that and the fourth. And one of the things he said, I want to just make music. And I was like, so I decided to ask him a question. I said, yo, like, is music what you want to do full time? He was like, yeah. But he was like, man, I don't have time. Da, 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 da. And I was like, well, let me ask you this question. Do you think if you had more people that in your audience, do you think that you would be able to, have more streams, more buys and whatnot? He said, yeah. And I was like, well, listen, brother, you have a cell phone, you have Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, all of these things. You can create content for free and build your audience, but you have to create content every single day. And this is why I'm making this video, is because I myself am challenging myself to drop one video a day. I haven't been the best at it, but I know if I do it, that's 365 videos that'll go out into the universe, right? And even at the networking events that I'm a part of in the network community, one of the biggest things that people, bro, we have business entrepreneurs, business professionals, we have CEOs, founders, people that work in tech, innovators, creators, creatives, startups, venture capitalists, founders, CEOs, investment people, finance people. We have all these people in our industry that come to our events in this business and entrepreneurship genre. And the biggest thing that people ask for is, how do I get in front of more people? And my thing is, I tell people, listen, my real answer is don't come to any more networking events. Like, that's my real answer. Don't come to any more networking events. But instead, focus on building an audience online, because I can show you how, I've reached 2.1 million people on a post on my Instagram. I've reached, in the last 7 to 9 days, as of today, we've reached over 900,000 people, 833,000 people on our Snapchat, right? We added 1,000 followers on our page. And so I was telling this guy at this event, I was like, listen, all you have to do is create 5 to 7 second snippets, right? Create 5 to 7 second snippets of you singing your song and do it every single day, singing different parts of the song, showing up, having the mic there. Like, you can do that. You can do it in your car, right? And post it. But what I think people are afraid of, honestly, I think people are afraid of documenting their process and really starting from scratch. Man, you got to start from scratch. You got to start from zero. You have to act like it's every day I'm starting from zero, because people want to see three things. Like, this is something that I've realized over my, you know, years that God has blessed me in life, right? And it's that people don't just want to know the information. They do. But once you start telling them your story, they want to know three things. They want to know where you are, right? Because they're meeting you, so now they know where you are based off of your accolades, based off of your experience, based off of all these things. Then, based off of that, they want to know where you come from. Okay, I see where you are now, but where did you come from? How did you make it? Right? Where did you start at? Right? So for me, it's starting with these videos. One day, God willing, I'm able to share my testimony in front of the stage of hundreds of thousands of people. But guess what? Here's the trick. That may not even have to be in person. That may be online, right? There's TV shows that have live viewers, 20,000, 100,000, 200,000 viewers. Where else are you going to get 200,000 people viewing your stuff? Not in person. That takes money, insurance, logistics. People have to be willing to take their hard-earned money and pay for gas, time to spend their time doing whatever they're doing to come see you. But guess what? If it's online, people can see it. And music is one of the most powerful things in the world, right? And I was telling this guy, you need to post this, and you can post over every platform in the world at once. You can be in 30 places at once. You can create a Snapchat, multiple Instagrams, multiple TikToks, and you can be in all of these different places at one time. And that's the crazy part about, like, life. You can be in all these places at one time. All you have to do is just document the process. So people want to know where you are. People want to know where you've been at, because they want to know the backstory. Like my backstory is my mom had me at 14 years old. My dad was 16. My dad got murdered when I was a freshman in college. My mom went on, and at the age of 21, to become a real estate agent after making $40,000 a year, seeing a real estate agent sell her mentor's house and making 40,000 in one check. Fast forward, my parents now own a school building in Miami, right? 25,000 square feet. But that's not that. See, I just told you the whole story. By the grace of God, although I've had mistakes, I've had setbacks, I've been abandoned, I've been betrayed, I haven't been, I've had peaks and valleys. God has blessed me to go to school for free off of a scholarship. I told my mother, Mom, I'm not letting you pay for school, and I'm not going to college unless I get a scholarship. Knowing that I needed to get a scholarship that allowed my habits to align with that goal. And I knew I had to wake up at 5 o'clock every day. That's like even when people today are like, Amari, you should go play overseas or something. Like, nah, because I know what it takes, and I know what it's going to have to take for me to get to the best shape of my life to become the best player that I can be in order to get the results that I know I want to get because I've done it before. I've been that kid that went from no scholarships to Division 1 athlete. I've also been that kid that went from Division 1 athlete to Division 2 athlete. I've been that kid that went to the division school. But then I've also been the same kid who is not 100% focused on what I need to be focused on. I was this close to being ineligible from college. People don't even know that. Not because I wasn't smart. I had a 3.8 GPA come out of high school. I had a chance to go to Cornell University out of prep school. I was smart, but I wasn't focused. And then turning that into being one of the best 3 point percentage kids in the school. Sorry, in the conference. Then I've also went from that high to now my coach said, "Hey, look, I don't think it's gonna. I don't think we're gonna have, find time for you next year. I think you should move on." Third in team in scoring, third in the team in, assists, first in 3 point percentage, second in 3 point makes. Huh? Well, guess what? I went to another school. We were number 6 in the country, played 30 minutes a game. Like, there we go. So people want to know your story. And I'm saying that because I want you guys to be comfortable enough sharing your story with other people. People want to know where you are, where you come from. And the last thing is people want to know based off what you're doing now, based off of the habits that you have, based off of the things that you're doing, based off of all these things, people want to know where are you headed. People want to know where are you going. People want to know, based off his actions now, he's gonna be there. And people want to know if they follow in your footsteps. Maybe not doing the same thing that you're doing, but being disciplined, being, fruitful, staying in that Bible for you Christians out there, right? Staying in that Bible, you know, having discernment, more wisdom, being quick but not in a hurry, right? Well, guess what? They want to know based off of the action that you're doing, is it going to help them if they decide to practice those specific principles? Are they going to get to where they want to go? And the only way you can encapsulate all these things is document your process, document the things that you're doing, document the things that are happening, document, the things that are very uncomfortable. But guess what? On the other side of success, you have to cross a bridge of uncomfortability. You have to you have to get comfortable with being comfortable. So I'm here to tell you this. Like, I'm making this video to keep myself accountable, right? Nothing fancy. I got a little light from like $20 from Amazon. Got this camera thing, an Osmo, but you can use your phone. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to get all close and personal like this. Well, guess what? You can still be from a distance and still give your testimony, right? But man, document your process. Don't be afraid to put out the content. Because at the end of the day, what happens? There's only two things guaranteed. We got to pay, well, you don't have to pay taxes, but depending on who you are, how your stuff is set up, do you have a trust and all that? But that's another topic for another day. But the one thing that is guaranteed, death is guaranteed. There's only 3 people in the world that ever live forever. And one of them is Jesus. And he even died at one point. So it's like, who cares? You're gonna like we don't know what tomorrow has. Post the content. Make the calls. Post the video. Make the friendships, the relationships. Make the mistake. And people want to know that you're real. Make the mistakes. Man, I made so many mistakes in my life. Like, I wish I can go back sometimes, but I know I can't. But I'm going to keep documenting my process. And I'm going to keep pushing and I'm going to keep going. And I'm going to keep it. And that's what we have to do. Document your process. Listen, so I'm reading this thing right here, the Bible, right? I'm reading the Bible. This is the ESV version. It's like the study Bible. I got this Bible when I was at Dallas Baptist University. Shout out to my coach, Blake Flickner. And I honestly hadn't opened it. You know, when you graduate, you get this Bible. And the crazy part is I had never I didn't open this Bible for a long time. I mean, it sat in here. It sat in this thing here for almost 10 years. Like 8 years, 7, 8 years. Didn't throw it away, but didn't move it, you know? There's another Bible in here actually. This is the NIV version. So the NIV version is not a study Bible version, but it's a good version. You know, red is, if you look at if you see red is, Jesus was talking in the red. It's a good Bible. But if you want a good study Bible, actually, definitely get an ESV version. That's not my point in this video. My point in this video is, look, here's this Bible. This is, oh, fun fact, Bible sales are up 22% this year. Shout out to Bible sales going up. But listen, this whole thing is documented. This is somebody's life right here. These are the culmination of stories that have been documented by people stating historical facts that give credence and credibility to the life of Jesus, right? That he was real. This is documentation right here. People weren't creating anything new. All they did was document what was told to them. Matthew documented what he experienced, right? John documented these things. Paul documented these things, right? Peter documented, right? It's all documentation. Nobody's telling you to go and create new things. Just go and document your process. Whatever you're going through right now, whatever's happening in your life, right? Whether you are a real estate agent, whether you are in business, finance, a teacher, whether you are an educator, whether you are, in police officer, firefighter, whatever it is. And if you want to get more seen, whether you're a founder and CEO, document your process. Might you fail? Yes, but here's also a stat. There's a stat that says most VCs don't invest in first-time startups. Why? Because they know that 99% of people who start a business fail. So they want the person that's on their third, fourth, fifth startup. Why? Because they know they're going to eventually figure it out. They know that they're seasoned. They know that there's a lesser chance that their money is lost because they're not dealing with a newbie investor, a newbie startup, right? But the point is that people want to see your story. People want to see you documenting your journey, right? When I'm 100 videos in and I want to make a video every day, this is Super Bowl Sunday. What I want to do is, this is me documenting my process. Yo, I remember when Amari was making videos mad years ago. I went on one of my other YouTube profiles. I was making videos 13 years ago. I have 4 videos from like 13, 10, 12 years ago. I wish I would have kept posting every day back then. Well, guess what? Let's not make that mistake again. Let's not miss an opportunity to document our process. It's free to post on YouTube. It's free to record with your camera. It's free to record on Snapchat, LinkedIn, all of these platforms. And there's softwares like Opus Clip, Repurpose.io, all these clips, all these softwares that will allow you to document your journey, not on one platform, but a lot of different platforms. So for all my creators out there, please document your process. Build your own audience. We don't control Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, LinkedIn. We don't control Facebook. We don't control fan base. We don't control any of these platforms. But we can leverage these platforms and get them off the platforms and build a name, number, and email list. So, anyways, that's a video for today, y'all. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. There's some things in the description that you could be a part of. We have a newsletter down there that we're a part of. You can do a lot of things. So, you can join the Build Your Audience platform or the course or the guide where, you can learn how to build your audience. You can also be a part of our community, Secure Your Future University community that I'm a part of. If you want to trade, you could be down, just trading below, free, everything free. So anyways, y'all, this is the tip for today. I'm excited, but make sure you do what? You stay tuned in so you don't get tuned out.